witnessing transformative change at the world of work produced by technological innovation, by demographics, by globalization, by climate change. And I think this is giving rise to a great deal of uncertainty in the minds of people who want to see a secure and a decent future for themselves in the world of work and are looking for answers about how our policies, how our institutions are going to create opportunities for decent work. The future is not decided for us. The future is the future of work that we will make. And that means we need to think very carefully about our policies, about our institutions, and design that future that we all want. And we hope that the Commission can help that process forward.
And as government and as policymakers and as many actors that are going to be, of course, commissioners on this panel, we are taking this very, very seriously because it matters for our youth, it matters for our societies.
We today have a globalized economy that doesn't work for everybody. Not everybody is included, and we need to make sure that everybody is included. Otherwise, we will have extremism and populism, and that will also affect our society. So this is a win-win-win for the employers, for the employees, for the societies, and that is also why it's so important that ILO is the forum for this discussion.
We all know that work is going to be done differently. It is going to be different. Preparing people for change, steering and managing that change, I think is what the Commission needs to engage in, and that's our ambition.
With the advent of the fourth industrial revolution, the world of work is in a state of flux, changing as never before, driven by inexorable forces that are impacting manufacturing and trade, global supply chains, and the digitization of the global economy, to name just a few. We are also witnessing increasing job losses globally. In this context, the Future of Work initiative is a unique opportunity for us to catalyze a constructive, participatory dialogue and to gather the evidence and harness the global expertise needed to address the emerging trends and shape the transformations occurring in the world of work. But as we look to the future, we must do so from a range of perspectives and situations that place the well-being of people at the front and center of the agenda. It is presently unclear how we can best secure a job-led future while at the same time creating new jobs and new forms of employment that can harness the creative energies of young people. The applications of artificial intelligence, rising automation, rise of the gig economy, and Internet of Things are all leading to transformations of the world of work as we know it today. Our key challenge is to balance these powerful forces based on the principles of balanced development, inclusion, and sustainability. As a female scientist and academic, I strongly believe that the first response to address concerns about the impact of technology breakthroughs on the future of work will be to encourage more students, especially girls and young women, to study fields known as the STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics. In Mauritius, which has undergone rapid transformation since independence from agriculture-based economy by diversifying into the manufacturing, tourism, financial sectors, and now successfully transitioning to a service-based economy, we have always considered human capital to be our most valuable asset. It is important to think about labor market policies and reforms holistically and innovatively. A worker who has worked his or her whole life in agriculture cannot simply be shifted to another industry as one sector declines and the other rises. Public policies must be geared towards igniting innovation, building skills, and empowering people to perform at their best. We remain committed for the creation of decent jobs, and we are moving towards the introduction of the national minimum wage. We also recognize that the mega trends identified by ILO cannot be addressed in isolation. For many countries, and especially small island developing states like Mauritius, climate change is one such challenge. Mauritius has started the shift towards environmental sustainability and aims to increase green jobs to 10% of our workforce by 2020, but this shift requires new types of jobs, skills and technology that cannot be sourced nationally. Through the work of the Global Commission, I hope we can shed light on these issues and help member countries to chart pathways towards a just transition that places people at the front and center of our global effort. The changing realities of the world of work are affecting different countries differently, and we are witnessing the meaning of work being defined in ways that were unknown before. For example, in the new gig or freelance economy, are we discussing employee or contractors? How this issue will play out will matter hugely for securing job-led inclusive growth in emerging countries. On our way to a new future world of work, I fervently hope that we will tackle forcefully the abhorrent practices of child labor and human trafficking as relics of the past and collectively end gender inequality in the workplace for the benefit of all.